I'm very excited. I've been involved in early childhood in many ways as past board chair of Mount High United Way. I'm on the commission for the Governor's Commission for Early Childhood Leadership. And I'm very excited about how the collaboration that Commissioner Hammond and the Lieutenant Governor have spoken about earlier today. One other of our involvements, my involvements, is with the Executive's Partner to Invest in Children, or EPIC, which Lieutenant Governor had mentioned earlier. We're trying to engage the business community in this issue, which has long been missing. And my question to you is, how can you and your administration help us get the business community engaged? This is not just a Colorado issue, I think it's a national issue, and I'd like your comments on that.
First of all, I'm thrilled to have investment bankers in the school in the middle of the day. So. I'll write you a note. I'll write you a note. In all seriousness, it's a huge issue, and I'd love to talk offline about how we can do more to help, but I think the business community, and I go out and talk to CEOs all the time, it's interesting. In these couple things. In these tough economic times, I can't tell you how many CEOs have jobs that they can't fill, that we're simply not producing the employees with the skills that employers are looking for. And so I think for the business community, it's this perfect combination of self-interest. They need the next generation of great employees, they need the next generation of customers, but also they're appealing to their altruistic instincts. There's a huge opportunity to make a difference. And I think honestly, because early childhood reform is hard, because K-12 reform is hard, I think many business leaders have shied from that. And it's frankly easier to give money to your university and have the library named after you, or the dorm named after you, or the gym, and those are all admirable things, than it is to drive the kind of change that you guys are driving here. So to have leaders like you stepping up and say, we'll get into these tough, complex issues that aren't going to be solved overnight, but we're going to help to drive that change, that voice is desperately needed. What I've been pushing is there are a couple organizations, I think there's one here in Colorado, maybe the one you're talking about, but I've seen in Illinois, the state I'm from, a group called Advance Illinois. It is a combination of business leaders and union leaders and reform leaders, bipartisan. There's Tennessee SCORE in Tennessee, where you're seeing these huge changes happening because of this third-party partnership coming in. And if that type of organization exists here, that's fantastic. If not, I'd love to see many more states replicate that. We think there are 3, 4, 5 states out of 50 that have these entities that are going to go way beyond politics. Little political leaders come and go. You guys stay in the course and driving change the whole time. The other thing that's so interesting to me is that I push really hard that under No Child Left Behind, we're thrilled to be doing waivers and partnering with the state here, and you guys are doing some phenomenal stuff to increase accountability. But under No Child Left Behind, we had almost 20 states dummy down standards to comply. They were lying to children, lying to a parent, saying they were ready when they weren't, and the business community was dead silent. So either they didn't understand it, or they didn't know, or they didn't engage, but the business community should have been up in arms. So how dare you lower standards in a state where we're trying to attract jobs and have an educated workforce. So that voice has been desperately missing. We're going out and doing meetings state by state with CEOs trying to encourage it, but I think creating an entity that stays the course for the long term, I think concretely is one of the most important things we should do. 2 other quick ones. I'm pushing, business community is very generous. We estimate about $6 billion in giving every single year. The business community doesn't have the same discipline on their philanthropic side as they do on the business side. And we're asking, what's your return on investment? And I think many businesses give because it feels good or because they heard about a good program. And we're just saying, have the same discipline on the philanthropic side that you do on the other side. If those programs sound nice, feel good, but they're not changing students' lives, stop doing it. Put your dollars someplace else. If those programs are making a difference, invest more. The third thing is to challenge the business community to really engage with their employees, their parents. What are they doing to drive change at the local level? Do they know about the quality of the schools? Are they on the school board? Are they supporting it? So looking at your employee base and figuring out what you can do. Again, the big Target, Walmart, big nationals, hundreds of thousands of employees, really trying to get them to step up that way. So a couple ideas, but would love to continue longer term. We need that business community's partnership. We need the advocacy. We need you guys holding us accountable in ways that haven't happened historically.